If you're tired of trying different betting strategy after strategy when wagering on the NBA, only to see your frustration grow and your account balance slowly disappear, you need to make sure you're implementing this one particular market that I'm going to share with you in this video to start growing your bankroll. The last and most important tip, I'm going to tell you the exact sportsbook that you want to focus on, the odds range that we're going to attack, and then what side of the bet that you want to wager on, because this one particular bet has yielded me a 20% ROI, and I know it can provide you similar results. I'm going to provide you a step-by-step breakdown so that you can achieve these results without having to sign up for an expensive software or Discord channel. Because I will warn you, if you skip just one of these steps, it's going to be the reason why you don't see this strategy succeed. But first, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to beat the sportsbooks. I'm on a mission to empower the beginning sports bettor by sharing with you for free the precise tips and strategies that have significantly contributed to the growth of my bankroll. I upload videos every week teaching you how you can become a profitable sports bettor, and you're not going to want to miss a video. For this strategy, we are going to be focusing on one particular market, the first quarter total points. This is going to be the combined score of both teams after the end of the first quarter. So if we bet on the Celtics versus the Knicks over 57.5 first quarter total points, we would need 58 points or more for the bet to win. Meaning if the Celtics were up 31-27 after the end of the first quarter, that's 58 points, we would win. It doesn't matter who wins or loses the first quarter, we only care about the total points or the score. Now when it comes to this particular strategy and market, we are going to be focusing on the alternate line totals. We will be ignoring the main lines. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Over here on DraftKings, we're going to take a look at the Kings Nuggets first quarter total points. We click on the game, and then we're going to have to scroll over to the right a little bit till we hit the quarters tab right here. We're going to click on this. You see this total first quarter right here, this 59.5, over 59.5, under 59.5. This is the main line total. We do not want to be focusing our time or attention on this particular spot right here. We want to scroll down. And when we scroll down, you can see right here, this total alternate first quarter. See how there's a bunch of different options here from 49.5 all the way to 69.5. This is where we're going to be focusing our attention. Focusing on the alternate line totals is where the value lives, and this is a small niche market that we can take advantage of. Also, this is a market that repeatedly shows up on the OddsJam positive expected value page time and time again. I love betting on this type of market because it's just the first quarter that we need to end. It's really quick and fast, and we don't have to wait until the end of the game to find out what happens. Now, the only way that I was able to create this video and present to you this strategy is because I've been tracking my bets for over 2.5 years. I export all my bets onto an Excel spreadsheet and then filter through each sport and each market. I'll take a look at the total amount of money that I staked for a particular market and then look at my profit and loss. I'll then take a look at my ROI, and if it's above 5%, I'll dig deeper. I'll take a look at the odds range that I did very well in and maybe what sportsbook that I dominated in for that particular market. But I'll also use this data to look at the markets that I did absolutely terrible in. What I'm really looking for is massive outliers one way or the other. Meaning if I won a bunch of bets in one particular market or if I lost a lot of bets in one market. Bet tracking can be an extremely powerful tool the more you track your bets, especially over the course of months or years. The more data that you have, the more that you can use it to your advantage. And as a sports bettor, any little edge that we can find can make a huge difference in our bottom line. Diving into my numbers and looking back at all my NBA bets, I was able to discover this little nugget. The best part about this bet is that it's always with the same sportsbook, and I'm always betting the same side of the wager to cash these tickets. But if I would have never went through my tracker and dug through my old bets, I would have never discovered this. And that's the beauty of bet tracking. I'm able to evaluate my performance and then identify possible profitable strategies and share them with you. Guys, if you enjoy this type of content where I look back at my historical data and then share with you possible profitable strategies, leave a comment down below and let me know maybe another market or sport that you would like me to take a deeper dive into. Now, if you want to find these plays for yourself and perform your own analysis, one site that you're going to want to bookmark is Pinnacle. They are widely considered one of, if not the sharpest sportsbook in the world. It is the main market maker that OddsJam relies so heavily on when they are performing their calculations to find out what the no-vig fair odds are or what the true fair price is of one particular bet. There are a few other sharp market maker sites that I use like Pinnacle, but Pinnacle is one of the few books that actually has odds out on the NBA first quarter total alternate lines. Bookmaker is widely considered as another sharp sports book, but as you can see when we go to NBA and we go to quarter bets right here, and we look at the first quarter total right here, you can see they just have the main lines. If we click on one, there isn't an opportunity for us to set an alternate line, and we don't want to focus our time on the main lines. The sportsbook that I attack using this strategy is FanDuel. So what you want to do right here is hop over to FanDuel, click on NBA. We'll use the Kings Nuggets as another example right here. Click on the game. And as you can see, we're going to have to just scroll over to the right a bit, and we're going to want to go where it says first quarter. When we click on first quarter and we find the first quarter total points, you see this line right here, this over under 59.5. Again, this is the main line. We don't want to focus our time on this line. We want the alternate totals. So what you want to do is scroll down and go to first quarter alternate total points. Now, what you can do is expand this and take a look at all the odds that they have set for the alternate total lines and then compare these to Pinnacle. So over here at Pinnacle, we just want to go over to basketball. When we go over to basketball, what we want to do is go over to leagues and then NBA. We'll come down here to the Nuggets Kings game. We'll click on this. And then at the top, we want to go right here to first quarter. Now again, this is going to be the first quarter main line here, the total. We don't want what the main line is here. We want to go to see more. This is going to be your reference point when looking at the totals from FanDuel over to Pinnacle. If you're an OddsJam user, or maybe you're interested in trying OddsJam, linked in the description is going to be a 1-week free trial. After the free trial ends, use my promo code BILLY35. It's going to save you 35% off your first month. That way you don't have to pay full price, and it's another way that you can support the channel. Let's go ahead now and set up our filters on OddsJam to find these plays. So right here we're on the positive expected value page. This is where I find all of my plays when it comes to this particular strategy. We're going to go down to filters. We're going to go to sport. We're going to deselect everything, and we're going to select basketball. Next, we're going to go to league. We're going to again deselect everything, and then we're going to scroll down and we're going to click on the NBA. Next, we're going to want to click market, and we're going to want to check off player prop bets. Next, we're going to want to set our odds, and for this strategy, we're going to focus on odds of plus 100 as the minimum and the maximum odds of plus 140. And finally, we're going to go to sportsbooks. We're going to deselect everything, and we're going to want to make sure we select FanDuel. You won't have to worry about market width at all in this particular strategy. Then we're just going to go ahead and save this filter as first quarter total points. So then all you have to do is, now that we have the filter set up right here, right, you can just pop over here real quick, click refresh, see if anything loads. If not, then you just go on and find other bets. Now for this strategy, we are only going to be focusing on the overs. We will not be betting any unders. Now the scoring range is going to be a little bit wide, but it's going to be between 53.5 points to 62.5 points. We want to focus on plays that show up on FanDuel that have a range of odds between plus 100 to plus 140 that land in that 53.5 to 62.5 range. So right here, we can go over to FanDuel on this Kings Nuggets game. See how this over 60.5 is plus 106? If we go over to Pinnacle, we can see that they have it priced at plus 105. And while that's barely a sharp play, that's not really a play that we want to focus on. But if you saw before, the over 61.5 over at Pinnacle is at plus 121, and we can get this at FanDuel right now at plus 130. And that's not too shabby of a gap. That could be considered a pretty sharp play. Now let me show you some examples of bets that you wouldn't want to make, just so we're crystal clear. So here's an example. We're going to look at the Pacers-Pelicans game right here. We scroll down to first quarter total points, and you see how this over 60.5 right here is at plus 130. And then when we go over to FanDuel and we look at the over 60.5, which is right here, it's at plus 120. You do not want to make this bet. This is a poor price. In order for this play that we would want to attack, we would need these odds to be at least plus 135 or plus 140 and above. So to recap, we're going to be focusing specifically on FanDuel for these plays. This is the NBA first quarter alternate total lines. We want the odds on FanDuel to be between plus 100 to plus 140, and then we want the total point range to be between 53.5 points to 62.5 points. And we're always going to be wagering on the over. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below or reach out to me on Twitter and shoot me a DM. I'm always available. Again, guys, if you find this type of content insightful, it would mean so much to me if you would smash that subscribe button. Now you have the tips to grow your bankroll with this NBA betting strategy. But this strategy is just one part of my highly successful betting strategy that has made me $18,000 over the course of 6 straight profitable months. It is battle tested and has proven to be successful time and time again. Click this video right here that's going to take you through step by step exactly how I execute this so you can implement this into your betting strategy and start earning right now.